Hey Leo, welcome to your weekly reading for January 24th to the 30th. I also wanted to say a quick thank you for all of you who subscribe, who like, and just view the channel and comment. I'm so grateful and appreciative of all your support, and I wanted to just extend out my gratitude to all of you. So thank you so much for being here and supporting the channel. Okay, so here is your weekly theme: fulfillment and standstill. So I feel like there's some clarity that's coming in here for you and a changing of perspective. I feel like perspective is a really big theme for this week. I feel like Mercury retrograde probably has something to do with that, because perspective and vantage point seem to be something that's really playing a big role. I think that there is a fog being lifted, clarity coming in, truth being revealed, or just being more in touch with what is real for us and real for our life. With the standstill card, this comes up when we are needing to look at something, and it's almost like there is hidden treasure in something that's right there in front of us. And being able to make sense of it, to understand it, to kind of work with something that needs to be looked at is going to actually help you to bring you the fulfillment that you're looking for. It's almost like it's something that's right underneath your nose. It's like healing something that's right underneath your nose is actually going to bring you exactly what you're looking for. And I feel like it has something to do with letting go of needing something to be what we want it to be and allowing something to be just what it is. There's something about that. There's something about surrendering and kind of just watching and observing the reality of, like, for example, they're showing me, if there are some people that are around us sometimes and we don't really, like, for example, sometimes this comes up a lot with family, because we can't choose our family, right? So it's like, sometimes, they're not exactly always what we wish they would be, even in the most simplest ways, like from the way they talk, or just maybe habits that they have, something that we wish that they were different in a certain way. And I feel like this may be you kind of looking at it and being like, accepting people for who they are, that we can't change them, like we can't change people. And having that realization, or having that like freedom of letting go, almost frees you from this place of feeling kind of stuck, like waiting for someone to change. Not saying that you're doing this. This is just an example of the standstill card. This is kind of the vibe that I'm getting from it, is like there's something that if we simply let go, or if we simply allow ourselves to just kind of change our perspective of how we're seeing something in front of us, it will bring this fulfillment that's almost, it's right there waiting for us. And it's almost like us letting go of something brings something else in. So in a more general sense. So let's get into your week here. Beautiful. Okay. So we're co-creating. I feel like you're creating a new path for yourself, actually. Some of you might be choosing to go in another direction. I'm kind of seeing that I really feel like letting go seems to be a theme here for you. Like you're dropping something and choosing to walk in another direction, choosing to go another way. And it almost is peaceful. It's like a peaceful transition. Like just simply no longer wanting to put your energy towards something because you could be seeing how it's actually holding you back, or it's actually hindering you, and there's nothing that's going to come out of it. Like, for example, using that example that I used earlier about needing someone to be different from how they really are. Like waiting for that sometimes is a hindrance to us, because we can't change. And if they don't want to change, then we can't really do much about that, right? Like we don't have control over others. So allowing ourselves to let something be and letting it go helps us to reorient our energy in another direction that is more fulfilling for us, something where we feel like our energy is better served. So I feel like there is a redirection of your energy here by allowing ourselves to let go of something that just needs to be what it is. See, again, we have the Three of Wands. So Three of Wands is, again, shifting our energy towards the future. It's about looking out into the world and seeing where we want to go next. So this is about planning our steps ahead. This is about a shift in focus is what I'm seeing. A shift in focus. But it feels like a freeing realization too. It's almost like putting that down. But when you put it down, it's like you realize, oh my gosh, I didn't realize how heavy this expectation of waiting for someone to change is. And when you put it down, it's like you have all this space for yourself. Beautiful. 9 of Cups. So this is wishes fulfilled. It almost feels like your happiness, your joy, your fulfillment is actually right in front of you. So some of you are feeling like, where did it go? Or why can't I seem to call it in? It's almost like it's right there. And it's about giving ourselves permission to fully step into it. Yeah. See, 5 of Swords, for some reason, I'm kind of sensing this, like she's holding on to this piece of him. And it's something where it's like, where is this imbalance? There's like an imbalance of energy, like needing something to be what it is. And I want to use the word control, but it could also be others, another. Oh, how interesting this. So we have the Lovers and the Death card here. So this could be, again, in a relationship. There is a change in dynamic. Putting something down. Maybe if this is a relationship that I'm picking up on. What do we need to know about this? What does Leo need to know about this? The Lovers, the Death, 5 of Swords. And again, this may not resonate with everybody. So if it resonates, great. But if it doesn't, then, it don't make it fit. Yeah. So making decisions, it's like clearing the fog. We have the Temperance and we have the 2 of Pentacles with this situation. So I feel like you're spending some time in needing to just simply observe of how something is. I feel like this might be a relationship. So something where there may be an imbalance of some kind of an imbalance in a relationship of the dynamics. And there is like a realization of something needs to change. Something is transforming within that relationship. And so there could be, again, that fog, but I feel like that fog is lifting. And I feel like you're just kind of waiting with the standstill. It's like you're in this experience right at this moment and you're kind of watching to see how things are going to change and how they're going to morph. So you're in this standstill place, but I feel like while you're there's some kind of being suspended in this place of stillness is going to awaken. I'm surprised the Hanged Man isn't here, but it's going to awaken some kind of an epiphany. It's going to help you see something because there's something there to be seen. That's why it's at a standstill. That's why you're being kind of like forced to just stand in one spot and look at something. Because there's something there, there's some kind of nugget of wisdom, there's some kind of answer or solution that you're going to find in that moment of stillness. And it's going to help you direct you to where your heart really wants you to go. Yeah, so see, things are changing. The Wheel of Fortune I'm hearing lucky break. There's something that is, the 2 of Pentacles is also an opportunity for movement. So this could also be a job opportunity where you're getting some kind of opportunity to move, to shift gears. But I feel like you're in the midst of something changing or shifting for you. I feel like there's something coming in for you that's going to put you at a crossroads where it's going to ask you to choose some kind of course. Because that Wheel of Fortune is the windfall of, could be finances, money, prosperity. There's some kind of opportunity coming in. But with the 10 of Swords, it's like not really sure what we want to do about it. Because I feel like there's something else that's there's other things. There's other worries. There's other... Okay, what do we need to know about this? Yeah, see, I knew it was going to come up. The Hanged Man, being suspended. What else do we need to know about this? Wow. Okay. 10 of Wands. So again, that heavy burden. This is interesting because we have the 10 of Swords, the 10 of Wands. So this is the ending to a really stressful situation, something that cannot go further than what it's already gone. And I feel like this has something to do with some kind of dynamic, some kind of relationship that you're in. And there is this needing to, you're being kind of suspended in this moment of needing to kind of like really look at it and contemplate over it and see how some things are just transforming. But I feel like you're going to do that by letting go and just seeing how something forms and then making your decision based off of what you see from that. Like, for example, if we keep trying to hold on to or making some kind of relationship work by trying to like put all this effort into it, when the other person is just who they are and they can't be changed. So it's almost like you are allowing yourself to, okay, what will happen if I just let go and I just let this person be who they are? What would I feel then? You know, if I kind of removed myself from this situation and just like watch, like take this observational perspective and just watch to see what happens. And then kind of making your decision of where you want to move from there. I feel like that's this place that you're in. You're in this watching period. You're in this observational period, and trying to figure out what is it that's going to fulfill me in my life going forward here, because we have the 4 of Wands, which is the card of home. It's the card of, marriage, relationships, changing of foundations, changing the dynamic. Something is changing here. But then we have the sun card. So at the end of it, there is that. The beautiful thing about this reading is that we have some really positive cards as well. We have the Magician, the 9 of Cups, and the Sun. So I feel like you are in this place where you're going to find the clarity. I feel like the fulfillment is going to come in for you. You're like on the precipice of it. You're like but you're straddling the line between something ending and something beginning. And it's almost like you're trying to figure out what those two things are. Like, what is ending for me? What do I need to let go of? What do I need to put down? And where is my happiness? Where am I going to be fulfilled? But I love that the Sun card is there because there's this resolution or healing that's going to happen with this dynamic. And I'm also hearing that something is coming full circle for you. So with the Sun card, I'm also hearing that there is clarity that's going to come up for you about it's like a deeper pattern behind something that you are experiencing right now. So for example, if this is a relationship, then the relationship is a highlight of a pattern that has been there outside of this relationship. But it's this relationship itself, this transformation, the healing, this like epiphany, this moment of realizing what this is, that's going to help you transform not just this relationship, but just the trajectory of relationships going from like here on out, the way something is approached, or maybe what you choose as well for yourself. There's like illumination. There is a metamorphosis that's happening here. Let me just pull some clarifying cards here for the Magician and 3 of Wands. I'm hearing support with the 3 of Cups. So I feel like there might be I feel like you're being supported by spirit and you're being encouraged by spirit, like nudged in a certain direction. You're being nudged in a certain direction by spirit to honor and love yourself. Because with that Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck here, so Queen of Wands is someone who is very, and I love, there's a lot of solar plexus energy here as well. We have the Sun card, the Queen of Wands. I always kind of sense solar plexus energy from the 3 of Cups as well, because I always kind of feel like this is about being with those and celebrating those where we feel like we belong. There's this like a group supportive energy there, and being able to support ourselves and being able to feel secure in ourselves and strong is that solar plexus energy. So the Queen of Wands is someone who's confident, someone who is very charismatic and goes after what she believes she is worth. And I feel like that's the place that you're in right now. It's almost like you're straddling between what do I stay for? What would this mean for me? And would I be compromising myself, or would I be, or would this new decision that I make in whatever direction I want to go in, which one highlights my self-worth? Like, which one would be a decision out of respect for myself? Sorry, I don't know why I was having a hard time saying that, but I feel like your self-respect and your self-worth is what you're kind of highlighting, or what you're holding on to. You're like trying to make a decision of what would be in honor of that. So let's go into some guidance cards here. Relationships are really changing right now. It's showing up a lot in some space spreads. Yeah. Okay. So again, we have the 10 or no, third. Oh, wow. I don't know why I saw 10. I feel like there's something ending. Card 10 is the card of endings. It actually says 30, but purity is also that cleansing and clearing. It's the ending of something. It's about being liberated and free. And I also feel like, again, that veil is coming off. The clarity is coming in here for you. And I feel like that's what this card is about. It's allowing yourself to cleanse and wipe the slate clean and go forward with fresh perspective. Yeah. Oh, interesting. Because Ghostlands, again, has a lot to do with that standstill card and the Hanged Man. So you may be in this place right now where almost everything is kind of like hold still so you can see something clearly, and then that energy will pick up because you have a shift. Your energy is shifting, your path is shifting. You're in the midst of it. And it's almost like that quiet, the calm before the change. It's not a storm that's coming, so I don't want to say calm before the storm, but it's more of just this quiet period of reflection and of making maybe some decisions or choices before something starts to change for you, because there is change on the horizon, especially with that Wheel of Fortune, the compass, and the Three of Wands. But the change is a really good thing because we have the Sun and the fulfillment card. So wherever you're going next is going to be something that is more in alignment with what you're wanting. But right now, there's almost like this period of quiet solitude, reflection, and needing to clear something up for yourself or needing to put something down. So yeah, you're going to be in your mind a lot this week. It's going to be a lot of thinking, a lot of analyzing, a lot of assessing. And then we also have time for beginner mind, and love is all around. With the Nightingale spirit, I feel like this is about, you're going to also come to this this proclamation in yourself by kind of saying like, this is what I want love to look like for me, or this is what I want a life of love to be like for me. It's almost like you're going to maybe even journal it, write it down, or just speak it to yourself, kind of it's going to be in your mind of what does love look like for me? What would it feel like to have loving connections around me? And I feel like you're redefining that for yourself. Like what has it been before for me in the past? Like what has it looked like? And what would I like it to look like? Or what would I want it to be if I could make changes and adjustments in those areas? And then time for beginner mind, you're definitely on approaching like this new start, this new path, starting over again, but from a place of wisdom, a place from experiences, and knowing what you want and what you don't want. Because you do have the Magician in the beginning of the week here. So the Magician is all about manifesting. What do we want to attract towards us, and what do we want to manifest for ourselves this time around, now that we're kind of stepping onto this new path? And so that's always the nice, exciting thing about being on a new path or new journey, is that we can kind of redefine what we want to attract for ourselves based off of the pathway that we're coming from, or what chapter we're closing for ourselves. So it's like you get like that blank slate, you get that clearing, and you are redefining and kind of reclaiming what it is that you would like to see show up for you, for yourself. So this is a week of assessing. This is a week of introspection and reflection, which is going to really help you to set really beautiful intentions for the journey ahead. So a beautiful week ahead, lots of thinking and reflection, and I hope it really brings some clarity for you here. If this reading resonated for you, Leo, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you for next week. Bye, Leo.